Especializado que pueda aportar desde su análisis y perspectiva el comportamiento de nuestra economía y al conocimiento del mercado financiero económico. Una muestra de ello es este informe, cada uno de su mesa, que es este informe contra la corriente, mediante el cual año tras año buscamos reflexionar sobre los temas macroeconómicos más importantes para nuestro país. Estoy segura de que será de su interés y utilidad. Hoy nuestro equipo de investigaciones económicas, liderado por José Ignacio López, discutirá de la mano de expertos los retos de la economía colombiana para 2020, en el marco de un contexto en el que nuestro país ha logrado sostener una recuperación en términos de crecimiento, consumo e inversión, a pesar de la desaceleración de la economía mundial y el deterioro de las perspectivas en la región. Nuestro compromiso con Colombia es seguir analizando y compartiendo nuestras reflexiones sobre la economía del país, en especial teniendo en cuenta el contexto internacional que está liderado por amenazas constantes de la llamada guerra comercial, por debates sociales y políticos, elecciones
and see how they do. But I also want to be able to test like the streaming encoder from the ATEM, for example. How well does it encode this video? So I made this video in After Effects, and I basically went through a handful. I went and found, like, I tried to imagine, like, what are things that are hard for the device to encode. So this one is a spinner. So I'm also playing this back at 480 right now, so you can see what happens when it's getting compressed. Plus it's being scaled because it's on my computer screen. So this is no indication of the ATEM encoding right now. I'm playing this from YouTube, encoded it, resized to 480 intentionally so that you can see all the artifacts. So you can see the lines here are a little squiggly. The middle's kind of muddy. This is actually 4 tracks of white noise, just like random pixels, and they're moving at different speeds. If I make the quality a little better, you'll see what I mean. So you can kind of see it with that bottom one's moving fast, the second one's moving a little bit slower, and the top one's barely moving, and then it's just random noise. And you can see that at 480, it just completely cannot even handle it. This does not move. This is just to test the dynamic range of the encoder, which this one's doing a pretty good job of. So you can see the line on each segment. This one is encoding just tiny blocks that are getting bigger. This one's for the color range test, where I've got all the primary colors and then gradients to white and to black. This thing is a blob of colors that are rotating around the spectrum, and you can see it's not doing too great with those gradients at this resolution. These little spinners are just colored spinners, and you can see that it's mangling them pretty well. This one's interesting. You can see how that blue and purple is creating a little black line around it. So that's an artifact, again, of the encoding. This is just a metronome, and at 480, it's actually downscaling to 30p. Also, my stream is 30p, not 60. This video clip exists in 60p. And what you can't see is that, oops, not mean to full screen that. What you can't see, actually it looks better full screen. What you can't see on this clip is, nope. This track is an audio offset counter. So this track in 30p, it actually skips to 0, but in 60p it hits 0 and turns green. And then these are little color blocks. You can kind of see some weird issues between where the colors meet sometimes. And these are bubbles. I don't know what this is testing, maybe motion. I just thought they were fun. So yeah, this took me a while to make. But then my plan is to basically feed this into the ATEM Mini from a hyperdeck. This file, when it's in full resolution, like full quality for a minute, it's like 6 gigs as a ProRes file. And my plan is to load that into the hyperdeck, play it into one of the inputs of the Mini, and then test the encoder of the Mini at various bit rates to see how it does with all those different things. So if you have any ideas for other things that I should add into that clip to test, let me know. Because I'm trying to make it, before I do this test, I want to make sure there's enough stuff in that clip that it's actually a good test. So if you have any ideas, let me know what other things I should add to that. But yeah, that'll be a good test of the various encoders.